Hello and welcome back to my 30-day yoga challenge. This is day 19. Today's class is a chair yoga class to improve posture. So take a moment and find a comfortable position sitting on a chair. In today's class, you may need a yoga strap. If you haven't got a yoga strap, you can use a tie, a belt, or a scarf. So just have it close by for later in the practice. And we'll sit with the spine nice and tall and gently close the eyes. Relaxing the shoulders down the breath. Just take a few slow breaths in your own time. Just observing how you're feeling today. Observing how the physical body is, how is your breath, and how is your mind. So if you have more time, I'd recommend watching my beginner's yoga practice, which you can find the link below, to start this class. Otherwise, just sitting and taking a few slow breaths in and out through the nose. And in your mind, tell yourself to relax. Or gently blink open the eyes, getting your eyes used to the light. And just leave the strap on the floor to start with. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my back slightly better. Quite often when we have bad posture, our shoulders are rounded and our back is rounded. So we want to try and encourage the lower back to come forward, drawing in the abdomen and relaxing the shoulders down the back. So we're going to do a variety of postures to help with this today. So we'll start with cat-cow breath. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the chest and chin, draw the shoulders back and look up towards the ceiling, lifting the bottom of the ribs up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, draw in your abdomen, round the shoulders and lower the head to wherever feels comfortable. So inhale again, lifting the chest and chin, draw the shoulders back. And on your exhale, really round the back. So trying to exaggerate the movements. Relaxing the back. Inhale again, lift the chest, chin, draw the shoulders back, look up. And exhale, very gently rounding, tucking under the chin. Now we'll inhale, come into a neutral position, relaxing the shoulders down the back. And we'll circle the shoulders a few times, breathing in and out through the nose. On your next breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. And on your exhale, we'll lower the hands behind the back and we'll interlace the fingers. And inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together, we'll draw the hands towards the floor. So opening the chest, stretching around the shoulders and around between the shoulder blades, looking up to wherever feels comfortable. Nice slow breathing. We'll gently release and relax the shoulders a few more times. And then I'm going to turn away from you and we're going to do it one more time. So taking the hands behind the back, but this time changing so your other thumb is on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw the hands towards the floor. Then looking to wherever feels comfortable. Inhaling and exhaling, nice slow breaths. Really try and stretch and open across the chest and around the shoulders. One more deep breath in and exhale, release the arms. We'll bring the fingertips onto the shoulders this time and circle the elbows, nice big circles, trying to release the tension around the shoulders and between the shoulder blades. On your next breath in, we'll sweep the arms up into a V. On your exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. Inhale again, stretching into a V. And exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. One more time, inhale, stretching. And exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. This time we're going to pause and hold this position. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We'll take the head to the left and then very gently to the right, squeezing the elbows, and then bring your head back into the center. Lowering the head and then lifting the head. So relaxing the neck in all directions. And then we'll gently lower the arms down and relax the shoulders down the back a few more times. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then again, I'm going to turn and face you to do our next pose. We're going to come into a forward fold. So we'll very gently come forward onto your chair, opening the feet very slightly. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, resting on the knees, lower down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, gently lower. This is strengthening the back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, very gently lower. Inhale, gently come up. And we'll exhale, release the arms. This is very important to practice back strength to help support the spine. So we'll now lift the left foot, bringing the outside of the ankle just above the knee. Push the heel away to make the foot nice and active. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, very gently, you can either pause here, or we can come into a forward fold, so supporting the weight of the body on the knee and the ankle. Very important that you keep pushing away the heel to keep the leg nice and active to protect the knee. You should feel a stretch around the left hip, maybe the left lower part of the back. On your next breath in, slowly come up or slide the leg over to come into a cross-legged spinal twist. So drawing in the abdomen, sitting up nice and tall, and exhale, looking over your shoulder behind you, relaxing the shoulders down the back. We'll inhale into the center, uncross the legs, and we'll do the same on the other side. So pushing away the heel, foot nice and flexed, checking that you're sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, very gently resting your weight onto your knee and your ankle, just pausing here. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose, nice slow deep breaths, and observe if you feel a stretch now more on this side, on the hip and the lower back, or the other side. Nice slow breathing. Now to come out of this pose, we'll tuck the chin under, inhale, come up, slide the leg over to come into our cross-legged spinal twist. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, twisting and looking behind you. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. On your next breath in, come into the center, we'll uncross the legs and just wobble out the legs, relaxing the legs. Now taking hold of the strap or your belt, come into a comfortable position, checking that there isn't anything behind you. So drawing in the abdomen, sitting up nice and tall, we'll open the fingers nice and wide and lifting the arms up, and exhale, gently lower, checking there's nothing too close behind you. If you touch anything behind you, very gently, we'll come forward very slightly on the chair. So making sure that the knuckles are facing up and the arms are nice and straight. We'll inhale as we raise, and exhale as we lower down. Inhale again, lifting the hands up overhead, and exhale, lowering in front of the body. We'll close the eyes this time and really focus on where you feel this stretch around the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up, and as you exhale, lowering behind you. Keeping the arms straight. Inhale, lifting the arms up, and exhale, lower in front of you. So if you need to open the arms wider to keep the arms straight, please do so. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lowering behind you. Last time, inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, and exhale, we'll finish lowering the strap down in front of you, or lowering the strap on the floor, and we'll relax the shoulders with some shoulder rotations, nice slow breathing. So this is a really good practice to help loosen up the shoulders and relax the shoulders. We'll bring the knees together, take a breath in, and as you exhale, resting your belly onto your thighs, we'll come into a forward fold. So relaxing the head, allowing the head to hang heavy. Really stretching the back. We'll support the hands back on the thighs, tuck under the chin as you inhale, slowly coming up, exhaling at the top. We'll interlace the fingers one more time behind the back. We'll inhale, lift the chest, chin looking up. We'll exhale, come into a forward fold, this time raising the hands to wherever feels comfortable. So listen to your own flexibility. Breathing in and out through the nose. Observing what you feel in this pose. Where do you feel a stretch around the shoulders, around the lower back? Nice slow breathing. Now we're going to take a breath in. We're going to twist the torso to imagine we want to look towards the ceiling on the left. Exhaling, coming into the center. Inhale, gently twist to the other side. And then very gently exhaling, coming to the center. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, very slowly, you're going to start to lower the hands back down, release the fingers, lower the hands down onto the floor, just relax and hang heavy just for a few more breaths. Now to come out of the pose, support the weight of the body on the thighs, tuck under the chin, inhale, roll the back, slowly come up. Last thing is your head. just pausing for a moment if you feel lightheaded, and then relaxing the shoulders a few times down the back, just relaxing. Nice slow breathing. Coming back slightly on the chair, making sure you're in a good position. We'll inhale, raise the right hand up, stretch over, looking up to the palm. Pausing for a moment. Inhale into the center, and we'll exhale, come onto the other side. So supporting the weight of the body with the right hand as you lift the left hand up, looking towards the palm. Exhale, gently lowering. Bring the hands onto the knees. And just pause here for a moment. Now to try and increase the mobility in your spine, we're going to do a mini cat-cow breath. So pushing the abdomen out and then drawing the abdomen in. So keep pushing the abdomen out and drawing in. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. You can bring one hand onto your abdomen or onto your lower back if that feels comfortable. And we're trying to increase the mobility in the spine and encourage you to bring your abdomen forward and drawing the abdomen in, rather than rounding the lower back. So keep moving, flexing and relaxing. And then I'll turn to the side so you can see from the side a little bit better. So drawing the abdomen in and out. So trying to stop rounding the back by bringing the abdomen forward. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then we're going to try and circle the weight of the body. So we'll bring the hands onto the knees and then circle the whole of the torso, nice big circles. So strengthening the abdomen as you're lowering back and relaxing and stretching the back as you come forward. So changing direction if you haven't already. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. This is helping to stretch the sides of the torso and the front and the back of the body, and we'll relax the shoulders down the back. Just for a moment, try and sit up nice and tall, gently drawing in the abdomen, relaxing the shoulders down the back, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now to come into our final stretch, you may need a pillow or a yoga mat to place under your knees. So maybe pause the video now and get those. I'm going to be doing it just on the floor, so you can either bend and straighten and hold the bottom of the chair, keeping your back nice and flat. So this is strengthening the thighs and stretching the hamstrings in the lower back. You can, if your table or your chair isn't too low, you can bring the forearms onto the table and do the same thing. But we want the back to be nice and flat, so this is really stretching, nice deep stretch in the hamstrings and the lower back. Now keep bending and straighten the legs. You're going to change it very slightly. So now drawing the weight back, leaning onto your heels, and then pushing the weight forward as you bend your knees. Drawing the weight back, so stretching along the back, and then bending the knees. Again, just work towards straightening the leg, drawing the hips back and bending. So it's very similar to a downward facing dog stretch. And now coming onto your pillow or your rolled up mat. We'll move the chair slightly away, and we want to bring the forearms or the hands back onto the chair, tucking under the toes, trying to keep the back nice and straight, or just lower the head. So this is stretching around the shoulders, around the upper back. It's a bit like a downward facing dog without the weight of the body onto your hands. So now really try and lower the chest towards the mat. Arching the upper back, stretching around the shoulder blades, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Observing where you feel this stretch. Just one or two more breaths, really try and slow down the breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. It's very good at neutralizing the posture from the other direction. To come out of this posture, keep the head low, bring the hands onto the floor. Very slowly shuffle the knees towards the chair. Take hold once more of the chair, keeping the head low. Come up slowly, and last thing to come up is your head. Take a moment, take a few breaths. As you've been looking down for a long time, come out of this pose nice and slowly. And then very slowly, making your way back onto the chair. So this is the end of the class today, so just resting your hands on your thighs, sitting up nice and tall. So remember to draw in the abdomen, relax the shoulders down the back. Just observe how your posture is now. Has anything changed? Have any of the areas relaxed? So the more you practice this yoga routine, the more it will help to improve your posture. So I'd recommend practicing it daily or every other day if you can. Just take a moment just to thank yourself for dedicating time to you, your own health and well-being. Just observing any differences in your mind, in your breath, and in your physical body. And again, if you'd like to extend this yoga practice, I'd recommend listening to one of my guided meditations, which you can see a link below. Or gently blink open the eyes, bring the hands here in front of the heart, or take a breath in, and we'll end on Namaste. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon. There's also a few links below for chair yoga classes. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.